Um, Good morning, ma'am. This is my reporting, and my title is Duty of the Punong Barangay when there is no diversion. Republic Act number 9344, section 27. Duty of the Punong Barangay when there is no diversion means that the duty or ang trabaho daw po ng or tungkulin po ng punong barangay kapag walang diversion, when we say diversion, ito ay pag re-rehabilitate sa kanila if the offense does not fall under section 23 o kung ang bata, ang kanyang mga magulang o guardian ay hindi pumayag sa isang diversion na tinatawag. Ang punong barangay or kapitan na siyang humahawak sa kaso ay dapat na ipasa ang mga documents or dokumento sa opisyal na nagpapatupad ng batas sa loob lamang ng 3 araw. Para mapatunayan na walang kasunduang naabot ng mga partido, the case shall be filed ayon sa regular na proseso.
Section 28, Duty of Law Enforcement Officer when there is no diversion. Pag sinabing diversion, ang kailangan nating tandaan sa diversion program na to, kapag ang kaso ng bata ay napapatawan ng mas mababa sa 6 na taon na pagkakakulong, ang hahawak dito ay barangay. Pero kapag ito ay lumagpas sa 6 na taon o ito ay aabot sa 12 taon, ito ay ipapasa sa Law Enforcement Agency o sa kapulisan. So, sila na po yung hahawak ng kaso. Pero mamarkahan lang po natin ito na child case. If the offense does not fall under Section 23A and B, or if the child, his or her parents or guardian does not consent to a diversion. So, ang sabi doon sa Section 23A, ang sabi doon ay kung ang impossible penalty ng krimen ay hindi po lumagpas sa 6 na taon na pagkakakulong, ang punong barangay po with the assistance of the local social welfare and development officer ay maaari silang mag-conduct ng mediation, family conference, conciliation para po maayos ang kaso. Kumbaga, sila na po yung mismo yung magre-resolve nito. Tapos dapat habang ginagawa ito, yung present po yung magulang ng bata or guardians. The Women and Child Protection Desk of the PNP or other law enforcement officer handling the case of the child under custody to the prosecutor or judge concerned for the conduct of inquest and or preliminary investigation to determine whether or not the child should remain under custody and correspondingly charged in court. The document transmitting said records shall display the word child in bold letters. So, dito po, sinasabi during the police investigation ay maaaring magkaroon pa rin ng diversion system. So, kumbaga pwedeng hindi ituloy yung kaso ng bata or pwedeng magkaroon ng conciliation, mediation, mag-usap muna tapos ang nangyayari kasi dito sa diversion na to, maaaring i-commit yung bata sa kustodiya ng parents or guardians o maaaring sa social worker.
This is my report. Republic Act number 9344. April 28, 2006. Section 29, Factors in Determining Diversion Program. In determining whether diversion is appropriate and desirable, the following factors shall be taken into consideration. The factors in determining diversion program are programs that children who are in conflict with the law are required to participate in instead of formal court proceedings. A. The nature and circumstances of the offense charge. The second mandatory factor to consider in determining whether a transfer is in the best interests of justice. B. The frequency and the severity of the act. The number of claims that an insurer anticipates will occur over a given time period is referred to as its frequency. A high severity claim costs more than an average claim, while a low severity claim costs less. C. The circumstances of the child, e.g., age, maturity, intelligence, and etc. Physical deficiency such as maldevelopment, congenital syphilis, aberrant endocrines, and parental drunkenness is emphasized, as are psychopathic personality, insanity, fakely mindedness, sex perversion, and deviant familiar features. D. The influence of the family and environmental on the growth of the child. By providing a child with love, emotional support, and opportunities for learning and exploration, an enriching and stimulating home environment promotes health growth and brain development. When only one parent is present, there are often fewer financial and emotional resources. E. The reparation of injury to the victim. The Victims Compensation Act seeks to compensate victims of violence crimes for their medical and financial consequences, rather than leaving them completely on their own. F. The weight of the evidence against the child. The evidence of children testifying in court has been a topic where the law has changed significantly over time. The ongoing debate about how much weight, if any, can be placed on the evidence of children is unsettled by public opinion, even if it is legal. G. The safety of the community. Safety community is about assisting communities in becoming and feeling safe. It is critical that you feel safe where you live, work, and spend your time. H. The best interest of the child. The process by which courts decide what kind of services, actions, and orders will best serve a child, as well as who is best suited to care for that child. That's it.
Republic Act Number 9344. Section 31. Kinds of diversion programs. The diversion program shall include adequate socio-cultural and psychological responses and services for the child. The different stage where diversion may be resorted to the following diversion programs may be agreed upon such as but not limited to. An act establish a comprehensive juvenile justice and welfare system, creating the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council under the Department of Justice, appropriate funds therefore and for other purposes. Number 1. At the level of the punong barangay. Number 1. restitution of property. The condominiums are property into or more individual units for ownership purposes. Example, in land, example is expensive. It's common that an owner decides to split or sell part of their property or home. A CPR property can be a single family home divided into two or be unattached. Number two.
Number 2, reparation of the damage caused. Reparation refers to the process and result of remedying the damage or harm caused by an unlawful act. The purpose of reparation is generally understood to reestablish the situation that existed before the harm occurred.
Number 3. Indemnification for consequential damages. The most common carve out from a consequential damage disclaimer are as follows: third party indemnification claims brought by third parties for which a party is entitled to be identified shall be carved out from consequential damage is disclaimer. Number 4. Written or oral apology. Written or oral apology, for example, you could say, I'm sorry that I snapped at you yesterday. Your words need to be sincere and be honest with yourself and with other person about why you want to apologize. Number 5. Care guidance and supervision orders. Like care orders, supervision orders, SOS can be granted by court under Section 31 of the Children Act 1989 in the there's hold that a child is or are likely to suffer significant harm caused. Under Section 35 of the Act, the local authority has a duty to advise, assist and befriend the child for the duration of the SO up to 1 year, although local authorities can apply for them to be extended. Unlike with a care order, the local authority does not share parental responsibilities for the child. Most commonly, stand-alone SOS appear as an option during proceeding where parents are cooperating rather than being the local authority initial plan.
Number 6, counseling for the child in conflict with the law of the child family. Creating a comfortable environment for the child by making an educate rapport and by making a genuine attempt to come closer for his reality. The child in conflict with the law shall enjoy the presumption of minority and shall enjoy all the rights of the child in conflict with the law until proven to be 18 years old or older at the time of the commission of the offenses.
Number 7. Attendance in training seminars and lectures on 1. Anger management skills. 2. Problem solving and or conflict resolution skills. 3. Values formation. And 4. Other skills which will aid the child in dealing with situations which can lead to repetition of the offenses.
Number 8, participation in available community-based program including community service or community program provides recreational and social support to individuals with developmental disabilities including those with dual diagnosis. The staff strive to ensure that The program foster personal and emotional growth. This increase acceptance of decision and community commitment to outcomes as local knowledge from diverse group shape or create inclusive effective solution. Number 9, participation in education, vocation, and life skill program. Life skill program are those who seek to build capacity of individuals to make decisions and take action that positively impact their lives and the lives of those around them. A primary goals to the promote psychological as well as physical well-being. At the level of law enforcement officer and the prosecution. Number 1, diversion program is specified under programs A1 to herein and Republic Act 9344 provides that a child who is above 15 but below 18 years of age assessed to have act with discernment and has committed an offense with impossible penalty of less than 6 years shall undergo diversion. Number 2, confiscation and forfeiture of the proceed of instrument of the crime. Confic- Confiscation of furniture of the proceed of instrument of the crime. Every penalty imposed for the commission of a felony shall carry with it furniture of the proceed of the crime and the instrument or tools with which of the committed.
At the level of the appropriate court. Number 1, diversion programs specified under paragraph A and B above. Diversion program: teen youth courts, mental health courts, restorative justice intervention, truancy prevention intervention programs, mentoring programs. Number 2, written or oral reprimand or citation. An oral reprimand is a verbal warning that a supervision or manager gives to an employee as means of rectifying incident of inappropriate. Number 3, fine. Fines shall refer to the pecuniary punishment provided in penal law. Penal law shall refer to that branch or division of public law which define crimes, treats of their nature, and provides for their punishment. Number 4, payment of the cost of the proceeding. Payment cost, pay all costs and expenses required for the satisfaction of conditions of this agreement. Each party to a hearing before an arbitrator shall bear her own expenses in connection therewith. All fees and expenses of the arbitration and of a reporter shall be borne one half by the county and one half by the grievant. Number 5, institutional care and custody. Institutional care is a type of residential care for large groups of children. It is characterized by one size fits all approach according to which the same service is provided to all children irrespective of their age, gender, abilities, needs, and reasons for separation from parents. That's all. Thank you.
Section 64. Children in conflict with the law 15 years old and below. Upon effectively of this act, cases of children 15 years old and below at the time of the commission of the crime shall immediately be dismissed, and the child shall be referred to the appropriate local social welfare and development officer. Such officer, upon true assessment of the child, shall determine whether to release the child to the custody of his or her parents or refer the child to the prevention program as provided under this act. Those with suspended sentences and undergoing rehabilitation at the Youth Rehabilitation Center shall likewise be released unless it is contrary to the best interest of the child. In this section 64, it talks about those individual who's 15 years old and below and had done something against the law. But when the time Republic Act 9344 was being created and became effective, all the crimes committed by a child aging 15 years old and below will be dismissed because there is such law protecting them. For example, one is a 13 years old boy who snatched a wallet in Quiapo. One is not criminal liable on his act because they believe that a 13 years old person cannot distinguish what is right from wrong. Ang gagawin lang kay Juan ay ibabalik siya sa kanyang mga magulang. If there is no presence of his parents, dadalhin siya sa DSWD at doon siya tuturuan ng tama nang sa ganun ay hindi na siya ulit mag-commit pa ng crime.